Ken Lee has officially called out Marsau and Maurice Scott, and this time, he's not marriage, Huntsville, universe. For years, the Scott brothers have been front and center, giving advice on relationships, marriages, and what it means to be a man. But now, Ken Lee is asking the question a lot of fans have been wondering: how can you dish out advice when your own house isn't in order? In his viral post-episode live session, Ken looked straight into the camera and delivered what many are calling one of the most honest critiques ever made on the show. He said, "You got two men out here trying to be relationship gurus, and neither of them are living what they preach. If you're going to give advice, make sure your house ain't on fire." That one sentence set social media on fire. From that moment on, the conversation shifted. Ken wasn't just speaking for himself, he was speaking for every fan who has watched Marsau and Maurice criticize others while never truly being honest about their own actions. And while the Scott brothers have always carried themselves as the stable, traditional family men, Ken exposed something different. He called them out for being hypocritical, toxic, and outdated in the way they view relationships. Let's start with Marsau. Over the seasons, he has made it clear that he believes in traditional gender roles. According to him, a woman's place is in the home. But Ken pointed out something important: Marsau has been emotionally dismissive toward his wife Letitia, and that pattern has been repeated again and again. Ken hinted that there are things viewers still don't know about Marsau's behavior behind the scenes, and that his polished image doesn't tell the full story. Then we move on to Maurice. On the surface, Maurice comes across as the level-headed one, the calm one, the businessman. But Ken broke down that image too. He said Maurice has a pattern of invalidating Kimmy's feelings, especially on camera, and that it's part of a bigger problem, hiding behind respectability while promoting toxic masculinity. Ken even said that Maurice once gave him private advice off camera about how to keep a woman in check, and Ken called that advice manipulative and disrespectful. He didn't repeat it wasn't just about petty arguments, it was about deep-rooted beliefs, emotional abuse, and who should really be giving advice on love and marriage. Now let's talk about Marsau's response. He didn't mention Ken by name, but his Instagram stories made it clear who he was talking about. In one post, he said, "Men who can't control their own homes love to critique someone else's. Funny how quiet people get when the cameras stop rolling." Then he added, "There's a difference between being a husband and playing one for TV." Classic Marsau. Passive-aggressive. Full of ego. And still not addressing the actual accusations. Fans weren't impressed. Many pointed out that Marsau never actually denied anything. He didn't defend his actions. He didn't talk about the advice he's been giving. He just attacked Ken's credibility and tried to play the bigger man. But the truth is, people are tired of the Scott brothers deflecting. Scott calling them performative and dishonest. Of emotional honesty, y'all. And then she left the chat.